As an officer, I volunteered to carry nasal naloxone. I did this as it could be potentially life-saving for the, people that misuse drugs or overdose on opioids. When the option came there for officers to be able to carry it, I thought it was brilliant. Any tool that we can use to save lives, then I was more than happy to carry that. It is a tool there that reverses any sort of life-threatening effects of opioid overdoses, and that is why I've decided to carry it, just because there are several people in the Rhondda and anywhere else that do take opioids, and that could lead to them overdosing. So for that reason I carry it, just so in case I come to the situation where someone's overdosing and I could do anything that could reverse those sort of life-threatening effects that it might have on them and potentially get them to hospital in time to sort of save their lives. So back in July I used it at a call myself. I was at a different call at the time, and my colleague has driven past a male who was unconscious on the floor in the street, and he's asked us to come over and help. When we've got there, he wasn't really responding to us, but I recognised him to be a known heroin user from the area. He couldn't respond to us and tell us what he'd taken. We could tell that he'd sort of taken an overdose of some sort. He had some tablets with him, but in that time then I've decided to give him a dose of nasal naloxone, which we did through with one nostril. That did have some sort of effect. He came around and was able to tell us that he'd been drinking alcohol that day, and what else he had taken, and he confirmed who he was. Then following that, he did sort of go back out of consciousness, wasn't responding to us, and that's when we gave him the second dose, and he came back around a bit then for us.
We've come on leaps and bounds. Back in 2021 we started a small pilot within Swansea Port Talbot. That has progressed now to utilising PCSOs, or targeting all frontline police officers, and we have approximately 600 odd volunteers now carrying naloxone, and we've utilised it on 84 occasions. The feedback is very positive. Naloxone is very simple to use, the training is very simple, and it's easy to carry. So they're seeing the positive effects of it. It reduces time at incidents, it saves lives ultimately, which is of course is what we as a police service want to do, and to ultimately reduce and end drug-related deaths in South Wales.